Basic sweep from closed guard. You just go through it fast first, and then we'll break it down. Detail. Closed guard. Open the lapel, insert, pulling them forward with your legs, inserting the right hand deep on the collar, taking the back of the arm, this right arm here, just to confirm that arm so we can't use it to post with. Open our legs, keeping the legs pressed into the rib cage as we do so. Using your right foot as your pivot point now. Now shift yourself, shift your butt right out to the right side. Bring your right knee and shin across his chest area. Pull this arm inside as you do that. Drop this knee down into the side by that in front of the knee. Shift your shoulders back a little, looking over the back there, leaving the space now ready so that now as we scissor our legs, and we're going to pull them into that space, up and over here like this. Come up over the top into the mount position here in preparation. Finishes from there. Okay. Slightly different angle. Once again, opening the gear, pulling them forward with the legs, inserting the hand in deep, taking the back of the arm here just to confirm, stop the posting action, opening our legs, keeping them pressed into his rib cage, using our right foot now to swivel our head right out to the back, bringing that right shin across the midsection here, across the chest I should say, leg down by the knee, now shifting our shoulders out back, looking over the back, pushing this arm as we go, turning him up and over, up into the knee position. The knee kick sweep. This is a variation on the sweep that we just did. Sometimes when we go to set up a closed basic sweep like this, plants his base out very wide so that we can't get the sweep. A remedy for that is this particular action here. I'll just do it a little bit quicker and then we'll break that down too. So again, pulling them forward, all basic guard, into here like this. Go to here, splits his knees wide, move away, push through here, kick through, up over the top. Just finish. Breaking that down. Set up our basic sweep as we did before, deep on the collar here, firming the back of the arm, opening up the legs, pressure on the rib cage, shifting our legs out to the side, shin across that midsection, dropping to the side here. As I start to set this up, Slav just moves his knees out wide so I can't get it. There's too much base there. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to redo that action just a little more, shifting the hip away so that I can put my foot here onto his knee there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot that leg straight down like that, so it goes right underneath him. My shin is going straight over the top of the scissor again. Use my head to pivot on, coming up into our mount position again. Basic hooking sweep. I have the sleeve of my opponent here like this, and he steps up on one knee, steps up the leg on one knee like this, in preparation for a pass. He's looking to break my legs open from that position here. What I can do here is, of course, I'll take the gi from here, I'm going to rest my weight on his leg. I'm going to use the fact of his legs here and use this as a pivot point to turn like that. So I've lifted up my hips and turned like that position here, like this. And if I drop this leg down to the knee to here, I can still get a good sweep here, like that. However, sometimes when I get to here, he plants his weight over that side a little more. So this is not going to happen. So what I do now is I just push the knee forward. See, if I move my hip forward, I push the knee into his midsection, This allows me now to pivot my foot around underneath his thigh. Once I have this hook in place, I can now continue laying back the shoulder, pulling him up and over, using that hook underneath the leg here like that, taking over. Let me show you that from the other side so you can see what's happening there. So as we were talking about before, just as I was having in the closed guard here, he steps up on one leg in order to break my legs back. So I go here, I still take the lapel position and I use this leg here as a pivot point to lift and turn the butt like that, so it's going to turn out. What he does is he takes his weight over the side a little bit, so there isn't going to be a sweeping action here. But what I can do is, you see, is I bring my knee to the center of his chest, like that, so just here. And I'm going to use that there, I'm just going to push this into him like this with my hip being pushed in. And that allows me to take this foot and put it underneath that thigh. There. Now I carry on with the action, move my shoulders away, look out the back, pushing this arm underneath, hook him over to there, like that. Sitting rollover sweep from closed guard. The best opportunity for this arises when he tries to push back. I may have tried to pull him in like this here. He places his hands down just to the side and then pushes himself firmly back like this to posture up. Then quickly, right, let's break that down. Closed guard position here. I'm open again, pulling forward my legs here. I might be setting up a choke or whatever. He places his hands down, just push himself up and back to posture up. So, as he does this here, I allow that to bring me with him, like this here. I base my hand back at the back heel like this, open my legs as he comes. That position, see, so these are still pressing against his midsection. And now, take this hand from this position, go over his shoulder. I'm not going to spook him, I'm not going to hit the back of his arm yet. But now I start to turn to my left. Now the back of that palm hits just above the elbow. I'll scoop, look out over the back here, hit with my hips, turn them up and over, and down into the mount position. Pulling them forward, my legs, pushes back with the hands, I come up, base back, lift up and over, my hips are turning in, I start to look to the rear here like this, my feet are open here like this, my hand gets just above that elbow, catches the arm so he can't post, and around he goes. Back sweep. Back sweep from the stand up inside the guard. Slav stands up in closed guard. This position here, I take my hands, I place them around the back of his ankles, like a couple of paddles. I have my forearms over his feet, like that, so catching the feet. Not like this. If I do that, he just lifts his foot straight out. Whereas if I have the foot, so my forearm is sitting on top of it like that. Now if he tries to do that, this hooks it, like that. Great. Now, I release my legs at the back, bring my knees together, here like this. Slip down, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift my hip and drive into his midsection with my knees here, base back with my right hand, reach inside the collar as I'm coming through, and use that to pull me up into